Dave, the diva that he is,
We stole one.
I mean, that's a big statement. That's a wild statement, but it's true. Hello there, and welcome to another episode of the Drift Games vlog. So, after however many weeks, months of preparation, it's finally here. The first day of the LZ Festival, and as you can see, this is early in the morning. The weather is absolutely dreadful, but the crowd already, I don't think I've ever seen a Mondello crowd this early with this bad weather, this busy. So this is kind of setting the tone for today. Unfortunately, the Irish weather is here, but hopefully it may clear up a little bit, so the day will be a little bit more enjoyable. So, just to run you down, I'm not really sure what's going to happen today. I'm not really sure how much or what's going to get filmed, but today is mostly for signings for all the guests that have come over. So, I don't know. I'm not sure how much free time I'm going to have. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing, but we're just going to bring you guys along for the ride, show you the event, show you the behind the scenes, show you the cars, show you the people, just show you everything. So this is fairly crazy. So all those people just there, that is the queue for the autograph session. Not the queue to get into Mondello or anything like that. So that is the craziest I think I've ever seen it, which is just absolutely bonkers. So the line is pretty much as long as I can see right now. So all the drivers are getting ready. Still fairly surreal actually seeing all these guys in Mondello Park. So me and Dave are set up for the autograph session, and Dave, the diva that he is.
So we got one of these for Adam, because Adam is clever. He's done these for a long time. He said, get a padded mat and your feet don't hurt at the end of the day. We stole one, and we're going to try it out.
We had a spare, so hang on a second, we've got real close proximity here. It's actually lovely. It is a bit spongy. After 2.5 hours straight of meet and greets, the guys are going out to practice. It's just an example of how crazy this. Hopefully you guys can hear me. It's crazy how this event is. The next meet and greet is in over an hour, and the queue all the way down there. Brian Mayer from America. That's the guy who brought us over to Indianapolis for Dave to drive the Mustang. He's just come over, his flight got cancelled, but he made it over just in time. Pretty f***ing hectic right now. Goodbye, my pretty. Hopefully it comes back in one piece. But I've been waiting for this since I've seen these cars. The two Quinn M Sport 15s both falling out together. Didn't get the moment yesterday because Kevin wasn't driving, but now look at this. Barely baller right there. never seen Mondello this busy before, so that is the queue just to buy some of the LZ merch, and to be honest, the queue for our merch still absolutely bonkers. Okay, so as the weather is a little bit rubbish today and it's all rainy and wet, we're not going to go around the show cars in this video, we're going to go around in the next one when we can actually present them a little better, but I've been told they're absolutely unbelievable, so really looking forward to tomorrow to showing you guys all of those. So just to put into perspective that this is a practice session in the wet, and this is probably the biggest crowd I've ever seen in Mondello, like people all around the bank. We got the normal grandstand, 2 VIPs, and a full one over there, which is just kind of mad to see. So if today's anything to go by, tomorrow is just going to be absolutely insane.
Have you been looking outside at your car lately and thinking, I need an upgrade? Well, I'm going to send you somewhere very special, to moorfieldmotors.ie. They've got amazing stuff like this in every specification, a huge range. If you want an SUV, you want a performance car, you want something practical, they can hook you up and they can even source it if they don't have it. They offer full finance, and they have a beautiful showroom where you can come in out of the elements and actually check the cars out properly. Tell them I sent you, and you're going to pick yourself up a very nice machine.
Okay, so kind of been all over today. It's been a bit of a mess with doing the signings. There's been stuff on track. It's been horrible weather. I've not really had time to go around the pits, but 2 cars I wanted to have a quick walk around and show you guys is the Low Origin boys, Sol and Alex. Can we move out? They started to rain again now.
Yeah.
You regard yourselves as the lowest men on the internet. Static.
I mean, that's a big statement. That's a wild statement, but it's true.
So, a true statement apparently. So,
No, look. It was just we appreciate the aesthetics of these vehicles. We wouldn't have it any other way.
No.
No
we don't
compromise.
we don't need to get over things anymore.
No.
Oh, no, we never have.
No, we don't get over anything. Take everything to heart.
okay, so you guys are known for your little poking device. Will you just demonstrate the
importance.
Talk us through the fitment.
Right, so the most important part of a drift car, despite what you may have seen in the pits, is wheel to arch to ground fitment, and sometimes brake caliper to wheel fitment. Which
Brake caliper, is that a thing now? Can you get brake caliper stance?
I can bring you over to this caliper here, which is
Let's just stay at the back. You haven't explained this first. We'll move on to the other sort of
Okay.
stance.
things that are important, and by important I mean not important at all, but I just really like, is these work T7Rs in what finish is this?
GT Silver, because they
GT Silver.
discontinued.
Beautiful finish. Wheel to arch fitment here.
Okay, wheel to arch.
And crucially, see, look, the lettering is almost rubbed entirely off on this tyre.
Is that like when
That's
you know?
important.
Is that when you know you've got it?
Yeah, Josh, honestly,
Two runs as well. 2 runs and they're
it's
already covered.
important, and by important I mean it's
It's kind of irrelevant in many ways.
it's almost entirely irrelevant, but I enjoy the aesthetic, and that is all that matters.
right, let's move on. That's not all that matters, because apparently you got brake caliper fitment.
Brake caliper fitment. I mean, this is a relatively new thing. It's what happens is you get some wheels, and then you decide you want new brakes, and of course the new brakes don't fit. So you take an angle grinder, and you carefully
Oh my god.
shave away the caliper until it fits. Now, I do feel a bit bad about this because, of course, it's stupid. But look, it's not dangerous. I'm not leaking any brake fluid. Nobody
If your
died.
wheel so much as comes like any way loose at all, you're gonna have a bit of a situation.
Josh, why would my wheel become loose? I'm not stupid. That's only happened like a handful of times.
Only a handful of times.
No, it's never happened. It's never happened. And that's
you know
all
what?
matters.
I never really knew that was an actual thing. So,
It's not just.
so in a line, how important is say engine, drivetrain, kind of setup, coilovers?
Well, it's now very important engine-wise because I personally have been through 5 engines in 4 years. And
So
zero
these guys also called the SR20 God's engine, is it?
God's engine.
God's engine.
And now the problem is they are God's engine. However, when you get terrible ones, they're terrible.
And they get sent to hell.
Yeah, they are terrible.
So I've had a few of those hell engines, and I want to move away from God's engine.
But I mean, look, I can appreciate that there are maybe some limitations of an SR20 that people maybe shouldn't be exceeding quite so regularly.
Is that 500 horsepower?
I would say 400 horsepower. I'd accept that 400 brake horsepower is a good number.
Yeah.
You're 404.
404.
Oh, so you're pushing it now.
So close to being
404 not found. And I, unfortunately, am 485, which is not.
That's in the danger zone. That's like well up there in the red.
No, I know, and I didn't actually want that, but it was what the Link ECU and engine and everything and the turbo was capable of, and therefore that's what I ended
We
up
are
with.
very lucky though that we've had Mr. Dave Yandel on board DY services.
His face is on the bonnet.
He has.
I have heard he's very good at building engines.
And SRs are his party trick almost, and he's looked after us massively, you know, and we have just had great working engines.
Yeah.
So you guys have. Is that something you broke earlier?
Yeah, that's an outer CV joint for.
That was connected, right?
It was once. So the rear brakes may have been dragging somewhat, and I may have thrown the clutch down in like maybe third or fourth from a standstill, and maybe they.
Okay, this is one thing that I'm going to explain. I'm going to call you stupid on film because instead of a drift car, this is a purpose-built drift car. So everyone puts a hydraulic handbrake on it, and you're like, haha, I'm going to be so streeto look. I'm going to keep the original handbrake, which is not in a great position on these cars anyways. So like you're keeping something that's not great, and you've ran. It's a cable to a cylinder. Just so you can have the armrest.
Yeah, I like having an arm. I've got long arms. Like, I want to put my arms somewhere. It's a nice place to sit.
Comfort is the most important thing with these cars.
So when you're in the queue, you gotta get a bit of a lean on.
Lambo doors.
No, they are very important.
Lambo doors.
You win any parade with those doors because
I also get banned from tracks for doing burnouts with the doors up. So. Yeah.
I'm giving you the okay here. And it's gonna come back on film to bite me and say, who gave Alex permission to do that?
Okay, but I'm giving you the okay.
Brilliant. I'm down. I'm down.
There's not really much more to these cars apart from they look very cool. You get the original or the old school Japanese flip with the graph, which is great for your sponsors, by the way, which is like really get the logos out there.
They can see things in a mirror. You know, when they're watching maybe the car in a mirror, they can see behind. I don't know. It's just the way it is.
It's just for scene points, right? You easily get like 10 scene points for that, right?
Like 11 or 12, yeah. And be real.
Right, I'm gonna leave you guys to it because you've got some dodgy handbrakes to
Yeah, I know.
fix. That was just a whole big pile of nonsense, really, but I think you will have to agree they are a pretty cool team, you can call them. You don't really get many teams around with the same liveries and everything like that, so it's pretty cool to see and great to have them over for this event. So the guys are doing the last bit of signing for the VIP experience for this event, so I'm not really too sure what's going on, but I'm just going to throw my head in and see what it's all about. Okay, so I'm going to finish out this video in what I'm going to call Corolla Alley, because there's every type of Corolla, wagon, Booter, Hatch, Coupe, I don't even know the names of it, but I promise you, we are going to start here tomorrow because this is incredible. There's some incredible cars here. So, what an absolutely mental day. I've never actually been to an event that's actually been this mad. It's bonkers what the online YouTube world can actually bring to an event. And if today is anything to go by, tomorrow is going to be absolutely insane. Saying that, I stupidly tried to say that I'm doing 7 vlogs in 7 days, so I'm going to put the camera down, open up the laptop, and get all this content ready for you, and I'm going to catch you guys in the morning.